Hey, and welcome to Inacore Gaming. Or welcome back to Inacore Gaming if you're a returning subscriber, returning watcher. Glad to have you here, either way. Today we're jumping back into Endless Space 2. This is a 4X space game. And I played Endless Space. I probably mentioned that in a previous video, but I've never played Endless Space 2, and I haven't watched any videos or read any instructions or seen, anybody play or anything like that. So I'm just sort of going along. Like I said, I did play Endless Space 1, so of course that was quite a while back. So I don't really know if I'm making mistakes or not as we progress forward. Um, so, one of the things that I need to start doing is saving the game at regular intervals. That way, I mean, there's an autosave that goes on, but who knows? If it's like 5 turns, who knows? My mistakes may be 25, 30, 40, 50 turns ago. Who knows? I mean, it's certainly possible. Um, so I need to start doing that. I'm going to try to remember. You get so involved and you click the next and you go on, you don't pay any attention and you forget to do it. But I'm going to try to remember to do saves that are on a regular interval. I don't really know. Looks like we're gaining a little bit of faction with a couple of these. I don't really know what to call them. They're not empire. They're secondary civilizations. I don't know. I don't know what they're called. But we would certainly love to get them into our empire. So let's check out what's going on. The event on the shoulder has come to an end. So no longer do we have 10% dust, but we do still seem to be in a plus dust category. So that's okay, I guess. It says minus 145. Manpower is used to populate your ships, starships. Minus 200. Why? Minus 200 for what? Just minus 200, huh? Doesn't say, it doesn't give a reason. Huh? Can I click on this? No. Can't click on it. Minus 145. I mean, I see the numbers. I just don't know why my manpower is going down. The dust is going up. My influence is going up. Don't know. Is that military? Empire base increase. Fleets. Your star systems and fleets consume a fraction of your increased base manpower to replenish their troops. Have we had a battle? We may have just gone through a battle. Did we do that at the... We may have. So I've got this fleet apparently can have 13 ships. The command points of the ships of this fleet over the maximum capacity of the fleet. So it can have up to 13. Okay. Let's close that. What is this? Population gained in Quarus. Quarus. Okay. Let's tell my fleets to move out. Looks like we could end our turn. Does not show me whether I have a probe or not, does it? Is that what that is? 1 of 1? No, surely not. Click on the ship, it actually shows 2 of 2 probes. So we can zoom in a little bit to this, find this. We can do this anomaly. Get 20 titanium. And we can do this anomaly. And that gives us transvine. Okay. And it starts a new quest, apparently. Group of archaeologists from nearest come to you with a bizarre report that claim to have seen a ghostly airship made of balloons and solar panels silently traversing the planet's skies. You're initially skeptical. One of your historians insists that the airship matches the mythical description of Hos, an ancient endless who watched from the skies as her home planet Kairos was converted to a gray goo by a nanoplague. Hos is long dead with the rest of the endless, and this planet could not possibly be Kairos. But the story seems to have captured the imaginations of your crew, who are now speaking of founding a colony here. The myth of Hos is strong among the crew. They believe a new colony of Heka 3 will be an auspicious event for the Empire. Create an outpost on the planet Heka 3 or colonize its system. And you'll get a unique system improvement called the Obelisk of Remembrance. Okay. Can colonize, what was it, Heka 3? Definitely colonizable. I mean, why not do it? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't do it. Oh well, we'll do it. 7 turns before we have a settler ship. Okay. That's Heka. What is this blue? What is going on here? Looks like your research has come to other planets in this system are now able to be colonized, like constructing system improvements. Colonization comes with an industry cost. turns. Don't know what that dashed. Well, it's not around any of the others. Just a dash. This dashed circle. I don't know what that is. Electra. Okay. Well, who's going there? Do we have another fleet? Yes, up here's one. There are no anomalies. I mean, there are some anomalies, but they apparently are all locked. I'm not sure why I'm here. Why are you just sitting there? I don't know. Let's go to Promise. There's one there. Okay. This one had completed. That may be headed to Electra. Send it this way. Okay, end my turn. A new event. What looked like a huge asteroid approaching one of your system stars turned out to be a fragment of an ancient planet that burst years ago. What makes it different are the remains of strange alien structures. What will you do before the planetary fragment flames into the sun? Get one random science. You get plus 10 influence or plus 10 dust on Empire for 10 turns. You get 10 research and 10 approval for 10 turns. Well, I think we just rather get a forgotten science. Sounds good to me. Grew where? On Rigel. 6 of 7. I don't know how to. I'm not sure how to stop it. Still producing there. We're up to plus here now. Okay. Move ships. Where that ship's going? Pirates. I have to turn back around and come fight. Okay. Wasn't there an anomaly? There is. Do we have any probe? We do. So let's probe that planet. And we get 5 antimatter. Cool. While exploring, you come across a small, harmless community of Horatio. None. With 3 available. Does Trader's Reach have? It does. Wonder if they, oh well, I think I messed that up. I should have told it to go here. Instead, I clicked on the lane, which put it to here. I'll have to then turn it around and push it that way, right? In the meantime, this ship can also go that way. And I think that does it. We'll end our turn there. Something happened. Astrofinance. Done. Star System Development Consolidator of Systems. Okay. Okay. System development projects allow you to level up your star systems by using a combination of luxury resource components that generate special bonuses. First, click on the Trade and Resources tab if it's not already active. It is. In order to level up your systems, you first have to come up with a blueprint that every system can use. Click on the Level 2 modernization to create this blueprint. Level 2. Okay. The blueprint you create will make use of one of the luxury resources you have already discovered. You are free to choose which one you want to use. Each one will cause the blueprint to have a different effect. Well, we have the most of these. As you can see, the chosen luxury resource provides the displayed effect. A new planet can only be created once per stage increase of the economy and trade quadrant of the so you need to think carefully about your choice. You'll want to consider both your access to various luxury resources and the impact of the blueprint's effect on the system, present and future. Once confirmed, there is no going back. Well, I mean, we only have 3 choices, right? We've got, which I assume, these are the things, okay, now that I look at this is what will be enhanced, right? So we don't have to keep clicking and clicking like this one, which is the one we chose, enhances dust, right? Dust. If we click this one, we'll enhance food. Yeah. So cancel this. Yes. So we have dust. What were the other things? It was. Do we not have a. We do. Somewhere there's a. Senate screen? No. Empire summary. Here we go. So, everything looks pretty good here, right? There's a -17 because we're colonizing a place, maybe? Not sure. Either one of those looks especially inviting. This one is cold. It says cold. And this says +1 per person on cold. So of course right now we don't have anybody. Apparently can't do that anyway. But we can have, man, if we just do on sterile. Sterile. Hold control click to locate this. Evaporation, and so we could do it. We could make it next. Will we remember all these things? Probably not. What is that? So I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just looking at these. I've got 2 more places. This would allow me to colonize a new place. This one would allow me to colonize a new place. This one will allow. So multi-thread, let's do that one. These two are done. This one's done. This one's half. This one's half. And this one is now going to be 3/4. So let's do the last one over here. Adaptive bureaucracies. Let's do adaptive bureaucracies. Move my ships. Okay. The symbol has some very strange what appears to have some sort of weak directional resonance, like a needle, and an undetectable magnetic field. Your scientists have never seen anything like it. Your fleet has its orders, of course, but you wonder if diverting your mission to seek out the source of this strange crystal-affecting field could prove profitable. With your scientists baffled, this is too good a chance to learn something potentially revolutionary. Even if it's out of the way, orbiting the asteroid field is the smart choice. Using your crystal sample as a guide, you've led your fleet to an uninhabited planet, apparently rich in minerals, but your scanners pick up no signs of life. Your team sets up a temporary camp on the surface, taking the opportunity to gather some potentially useful resources, while a smaller group makes an exploratory sweep. Okay. Dust to Dust Part 2. After performing a brief survey, one of your geologists has come to you with an astonishing news. This planet is littered with thousands of small pockets of dust. Not dust in its natural form, but dust scattered in clumps and jagged patterns in the crystalline bedrock, almost as if the planet had once been violently struck by thousands of dust-bonded meteorites. A simple piezoelectric test confirms your geologist's suspicions. She advises that it will take months of further study before the dust can be extracted in any usable form. Do not mention it to her, but the planet gives you a strange feeling. You feel as if you are treading over a long-forgotten graveyard. But a spare cache of dust could be useful. The dead are dead, and even if this might be somewhat disrespectful, your empire needs the dust. Send an expedition to the indicated curiosity on Electra 1. Dust deposits of this magnitude may have already attracted salvage gangs, so it might be best to go ready for a fight. Use the fleet action Start Expedition with the fleet in orbit around Electra. If someone colonizes the system, the quest will fail. Okay. So we go to Electra, click on our fleet, guard, attack, invade. Required Curiosity Expedition Poe. Click to start an expedition on Skyros with a fleet in order. At least one of your ships must have an exploration probe module to explore curiosities. Okay, and this one apparently neither one of these does. Okay. So we might as well send them let's go this way with them. We'll come here. This is a patrol. Yes, it is. We'll send it this way. Okay. An undercover documentary concerning a makeshift community who live in one of your planet's biggest refuse facilities has become a loaded political issue. Many are scraping a living in the system's dumps, scavenging for recycled materials while setting up their homes in the very same place. Amenities have followed, and these places are now lively, if polluted, and dangerous. Environmental groups demand that action is taken, that industries need to manage their resources better and not fuel these communities. Others suggest going even further and monetizing these places more effectively. In essence, they advocate greater ties between industry and the refuge sites. So we shut it down. We'll get 20% plus 20 approval, but we'll lose minus 30 industry on colonies for 15 turns. And we'll give the ecologists' political ideology an increase. Or we increase our industry at the expense of approval. I don't have any colonies at the minute. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Conflict has broken out between two of your trusted advisors. Two war heroes, once dearest friends, have nearly come to blows over the management of the industrial party. They trade insults in the press and don't print retractions. One, a young upstart who has made enemies and allies with his decisive decision making, argues the party should adopt more taxes and tariffs in order to regulate the empire's debts. The other, empire's debts? Wait a minute, am I the emperor? Don't I know about these debts? What debts? We're not in debt to anybody, are we? The other, a fine negotiator but dedicated opportunist, cautions against bold action and worries about the government's relationship with large businesses and foreign empires. Their argument is as much personal as it is professional. Whichever advisor you back will have plenty of ammo to throw at the other as their rivalry continues. So if we back the upstart, we get 20 food converted into dust. 20% of our food is converted. And it greatly increases our industrial political ideology for 10 turns. If we back the opportunist, we get plus 15 star system trade value, and we increase the industrialist political. This upstart believed for the longest time his only way to rise up was to be in the battlefield. Rewarding his plan will show the people there's more to life than being a martyr. The opportunist modus may consistently disgust you, but there is reason in his words. You might favor him on this occasion. I don't know. Who knows? I'm afraid these kind of things, you start them and you don't really know what's going to happen. Black markets have always existed in dense urban centers within the empire. As long as they're monitored and kept under control, they have their uses. Criminal elements can be kept busy, hidden taxes can be skimmed, and interesting contraband can be smuggled into the nation for the leadership's pleasure. However, black markets for illegal firearms is another matter, especially when it enables enemies civilizations to get their hands, tentacles, or other appendages on some of the empire's most effective weaponry. The unfortunate truth is that some of your undercover security forces have unearthed compelling evidence that a gun smuggling ring is operating out of 3 of your systems. The leader is suspected to be the nephew of Duke Groltz, a bad apple with a history of criminal activity. Assign a hero of at least level 5 on the Rigel, Chorus, and Duce systems. Pfft. Well, we want to shut them down, obviously, but I don't know how I'm gonna. Not sure how I'm going to. Where are you going? Okay, so I need to take this one, which is a lost Horatio, and send it here. Right. Now this patrol needs to go here. And this. Where does it need to go? Well, there's Kairos. Didn't we see something about Kairos? Hey, wait a minute. Wasn't there a pirate ship coming? Huh. I'm just looking now to see if there are. It's like this planet is colonizable. Let's colonize it. Right. So we'll colonize that one. We'll colonize this one. We can't colonize any there. We can't colonize any there. Okay. All right. So, well, you know, I thought we were going to get a chance to fight some pirates, but I don't know. I didn't see what happened to them. They were right there, and they just disappeared. Can they, like, they can't turn around, can they? Not on a lane. Huh. Apparently I'm supposed to do something here, 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 here? What's going on there? I'm not sure why those are blinking. Okay, well, I think that we are still moving along correctly. As far as I can tell, one thing I don't know is how do you get somewhere else? You know what I mean? I mean, like, how do you? I mean, I don't have to stay on the lines now. I mean, because look, I can go to this place. There's no line to it. Why can't I just take off into space, you know? There's got to be. This is only a dual spiral, but there's surely more things to find. Don't know. Not sure, but here's the map as we know it right now. I sure hope you enjoyed this. I certainly enjoy playing this game. It's really progressing so far so good, right? I mean, our approval is just out of sight. We don't currently have a hero assigned to any of our. It's because we had to send a hero somewhere, right? Did that one just change? Weren't they all 100%? First in supremacy, first in wonder, first in science, third in economy, second in conquest, second in score. Doesn't sound too bad. Why does that have a circle around it? This is a unique planet. So that one's solid. These are So that one's colonizable. This one is colonizable. These are not. And that one's not. %98 devoted. That's the only one that has a negative. So far, so good. I mean, as far as I can tell. Everything is looking good. So, anyway, next time we'll go a little further, see how much further we can get in this game. I know that there's a new expansion out for this game. This game's several years old, but the expansion just came out a month or two ago. So, before you get the expansion, if you don't already have the game, before you buy this game and get the expansion, you may want to watch these videos and see if this is something you'd be interested in. I find it to be a lot of fun. I think I'm still too early really to know whether the decisions I've made have been good or bad. I think as we progress through the game, we will say, oh, that decision was bad. Oh, but look, this is a 50. This is where I need to save. Anyway, I think I need to start saving these games. Let's call this save 50 or turn 50. Let's say video turn video turn 50. All right. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like. Give me a comment if you got some information for me, or if you got some questions for me, anything, or just a comment. Great. I definitely read those. A like, a comment, and if you like this kind of content and want to see more of it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be able to notify you when new things come out. As always, at the end of my videos, I want to encourage you to find a place of worship where you feel both welcome and comfortable. Attend it regularly with an open heart and an open mind, and I believe that you will find that to be both a rewarding and a fulfilling experience. I hope you enjoyed the video today. I certainly did enjoy bringing it to you. I'd love to have some comments and have the opportunity to interact with you a little bit. That would be a blast for me. Hope you will tune back in again. I was glad to have you. Until next time, see ya.